Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This time we'll be talking about some more Jeepers Creepers conspiracy of what the creeper might be. Now this is gonna be a big one, guys. So guys, upon more research, I started looking more in depth into what the creeper is when it comes to the folklore. Now, three things that stood out to me after rewatching Jeepers Creepers 2 is that in the Norse mythology, there is some sort of creature that is very similar to like a scarecrow, and also there is the bat of Crossroads. So when you look at the first few minutes of the first part of the second Jeepers Creepers, we saw Billy Taggart literally was looking at his fear, and the reason why the creeper took Billy Taggart is that he wanted to get the not the just the innocence of a child, but I think the playful mannerism of a child. Because after the creeper either devoured his brain or whichever thing that he needed from him, because he had so much fear, I think the creeper took some of his essence of childhood in order for him to start acting out of character. Like, I think in a weird way, the creeper even himself needs some sort of a personality, and I think that's also a very scary thing also, because after he flew away and he caught Billy Taggart, when we started seeing Jeepers Creepers at the bus and he was picking people out, he was very out of character. Like, he was very jokey and he was smiling, he was winking at them, like he was showing personality, which is kind of crazy because it's like he's mimicking Billy Taggart. Like, he played some sort of like weird prank on the kids before trying to eat them, which made, I guess, his feeding habits more desirable. So if you look at that, even that too, he literally saw that. So when Senior Taggart as well as Junior Taggart started seeing that, you saw the fear after the creeper flew away. And I think that's what the creeper did first. Because remember, let's not forget, Jeepers Creepers 2 is the last night of Jeepers Creepers 1. So if you think about it, within 6 or 3 nights, the creeper managed to get Derry. He managed to get part of Derry, what he needed, and then he went out on a hunt the next morning, heading to the whole impounds, I guess, highway. So another crazy thing too is that the creeper's artifacts, the different things that makes the creeper him, tend to predict things what the creeper is going to do next. And I think when Billy Taggart took one of his sword, it kind of like morphed, the sword kind of morphed into some sort of like prediction. It's a very clip scene, you won't see it, but it showed when the creeper was trying to get Billy Taggart in the farm, right, in the bright daylight sun. So it's like the creeper, even though he is invincible, he has to play by a certain rule, by time. Like, we even saw that in the first movie or even the third movie, where the crows kind of like tells the time of the creeper, which leads into the second thing I wanted to mention, is that the bats of Crossroads, right? I think the creeper is a man that kind of made deal with a devil bat, right? And he made deal with that in order to get immortality, but in return he has to suffer the consequences of devouring people. And I think the creeper predates so many different generations. That's why I even mentioned in my first theory, which was beware of the feathered serpent. I will leave that video below so you guys could see it. So looking at the creeper by face, he looks like a decaying being, and that he has to live through that horrific reality of devouring people to quench his never ending thirst and hunger. You know, he looks like a bat, as well as a, you know, as well as a man, right? When all of his pores and his form is closed, he looks more human. He looks like an old former. But when he's like awake, like angry or ready to like battle, like I would call it like his battle form. He looks like a bat, like a human devilish bat. That's why even at the end of the second Jeepers Creepers, we saw that Senior Tagger was like, when they asked him like, you know, are you waiting on something? He said about 23 more days, which, and the correct canon, Jeepers Creepers 1, Jeepers Creepers 3, and Jeepers Creepers 3 is the full feeding cycle of the Creeper, which, and the first time the Creeper couldn't be stopped on the third movie, which was actually a connection bridge between Jeepers Creepers 1 and Jeepers Creepers 3, because after Jeepers Creepers 3, we saw the Creeper was going after the basketball kids, and then at the end, he is the first man to stop the Creeper, I think, and the Creeper went to a hibernate. Now I'm thinking the Creeper will be summoned somewhere else, right? And I think when we think about that, we could start thinking that the Creeper is some sort of a Nordic ritual type of creature where it needs a body of a man to be resurrected. And I think he needs to be resurrected between a cornfield, because there's some Nordic creatures that are based on real things. Like, for example, there are a lot of movies that are based on Nordic folklore, like The Ritual, The Clown, and I forgot what the other one is. I think it's Goblin, which all of these movies has one thing in common. It has a direct connection to Nordic religion, you know, chronological energy, and that the Creeper is no different. You know, the Creeper seems like he has a connection to a lot of religion due to the fact he's been here for such a long time. So with all that said, I think that the Creeper is some sort of a ritual deity that is resurrected in every 23 spring, which is a very calling to like a midsummerish type of creature where they need a body of a man or certain human body parts to resurrect the Creeper. Because we even saw in the the third one, where the body of the Creeper turns to stone over a couple of years or so. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Creeper is what I think he is? And follow for more and subscribe, guys. And as we reach 1K, bye-bye.